Hello everyone. In this PPT we will learn about the integer, fractions and decimals. Let's start with integer. So first you have to know about the numbers. So whole number are the numbers from 0 to infinite. 0 to infinite if you are writing, so these are called as a whole number. Next is a natural number. Natural number are the numbers from 1 to infinite. You can say natural number is also known as counting numbers. Next is the integer. Integer is the combination of the positive and the negative numbers. So this type of the code is integers. Fraction and decimals. The first you have to know about the fraction. Fraction, it means it is the parts of a whole. Proper fraction is the first fraction is here. Proper fraction, numerator is smaller than the denominator. First you have to know which part is known as the numerator and which part is known as a denominator. For example, if I am taking a fraction a upon b, so upper part of the division line, this is called numerator. Lower part of division line, this is called your denominator. I hope do you understand which part is known as numerator and which will be denominator. Clear? So first we will talk about the proper fraction. In a proper fraction, numerator is smaller. In a short way you can say numerator will be smaller as denominator. Okay, for example, you can write here one example like this: 2 upon 3, 4 upon 5. So these are the examples of proper fraction. Next is here improper fraction. Improper fraction, denominator is smaller than numerator. So you can write like this: numerator is greater than as the denominator. Okay, so example I am writing here 3 upon 2, 5 upon 4, like that. So these are called a improper fraction. Next is a mixed fraction. So mixed fraction is the combination of the whole number and the proper fraction. Okay, so is the combination of mixed fraction is the combination of whole number plus proper fraction. By this you will be understood about the mixed fraction. Mixed fraction equal to m equal to w plus p. W stand for the whole number and p stand for the proper fraction. And proper fraction you already know, numerator is smaller than denominator. That will be proper fraction. Next I am writing an example of the mixed fraction. So you can write in this way: 1 whole 1 upon 2, 1 whole 1 upon 2, or you can write here 2 whole 3 upon 5, 2 whole 3 upon 5. This is also an example of mixed fraction. So like this you can write your mixed fraction. You can also do one more thing here. You want to split this fraction, so like this you can write 2 plus 3 upon 4, and a combined form you can write this 2 whole 3 upon 5. So this is the way you can split your mixed fraction, and this part is known as a whole number and this part is known as a proper fraction. This is the example of mixed fraction. So type of the fraction you know: proper, improper and a mix. Representing fraction. How can you represent a fraction? For example, if you are having a part, so that part will be full like this. In you want to make this half, so like this you can make a half. 1/3, it means you need to make a, the one thing is there and you need to, in that one thing in three part. You want to divide in a three parts, so like this you can divide it, and you want to divide in a four parts, so like this you can divide it. So this is the very good example for the fraction. Like this you can represent your fraction. Okay, you want to represent in a half, so the thing is there, so you can divide in a equal parts, so that will be half. One third, so you need to divide a thing in a three equal parts, so that part, that one each part will call as a one third, and one fourth will be also same. Next is here representing fraction. How can you represent fraction in a circle? So for example, I have a pizza. Okay, so single pizza is not having any part. If you are making a one part, so if you are drawing a line between this circle, so you will get a two part. So like this you can divide a thing in a three parts, and like this you can divide a thing in a four part. You have seen a pizza. Pizza is a good example of fraction, and each piece having a one fourth part. You can divide it also. Next is here representing fraction. If the fraction is given in a 1 whole 1 upon 2 part, so how you will say 1 whole 1 upon 2? This is a whole part, it means this will be a full, and next will be half. So this is the, like this you can make, this is the combination of 1 whole 1 upon 2. Now 1 whole 1 upon 3, it means you will take a one whole thing and one third part of the second one, and like this one whole part and one fourth part of the second. This is the representation of fraction and mixed fraction. Like this you can show your mixed fraction. How you will add these fraction? For example, if you are adding a half is there, so like this you can add half plus half, so you know half will make will half, so it will be full. And one more thing I want to explain here, the two more type of the fractions are here: unit fraction, like fraction, and unlike fraction. Like fraction, if the denominators are same, like it means denominator same. If the same denominator, so you can say yeah, it is your like fraction. If the denominators are differ, so you can say yes, it is your unlike fraction. Example for the like fraction, 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2. So this is the example of like fraction. You want to write an example for unlike fraction, so 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 3. You can check here, denominators are differ, so these are called unlike fraction. So like this you can add, yes, one part is here, one part is there, so you will fill two parts, so it is 2 upon 3. It means denominator will not change. How you will add this? 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2, so your LCM will be, both are same, so you will write here, this is your LCM part, you will write the 2 here, and the same part is here, so upper will not change, it means numerator will not change. The 2, 1 plus 1, 2 upon 2, 2 will cut by the 2, then you will get 1, it means you will get one whole thing. Okay, so like this you can add your fractions. You want to add 1 upon 3, so 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3, you know denominators are same, so LCM will also same, 1 plus 1, so your fraction will be 2 upon 3. Now you can check, two parts are filled and total three parts, total three parts are here and two are filled. So like this you can solve your addition of fraction. Next is subtraction of fraction. It means you need to subtract. If one whole part is here and you need to subtract a half, so you know is the one thing is here and you need to subtract, so 1 minus 1 upon 2, so you will get half. How you will solve this? 1 whole 1 upon 2 is here, so how you will solve? Again I am telling you, look at here, 1 minus 1 upon 2, so 2 will be LCM, 2 will multiply this, 2 will multiply in this 1, so 2 ones are 2, minus 1, numerator will not change because this denominator and this LCM both are same, so 2 minus 1 will be 1 and 2. It means how much fraction you will get? Half. You can check half fraction is here. Like this you will solve these all. Okay. Next here, how you will multiply the fraction. Remember it, fraction always will multiply in a numerator, will always multiply in a numerator, and denominator always multiply in a denominator. If the two fractions are here, 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2, so upper part, it means numerator will always multiply in a numerator and denominator will always multiply in a denominator. So 1 into 1, so you will get 1, and 2 into 2, so you will get 4. So like this you can form your, it means you need to form 1 upon 4th part. You need to form 1 upon 4th part. 1 upon 4th part, it means one a whole thing and you will make a total 4 part, and the one part will be colored. Next is a division. Division of fraction. How you will divide the fraction? So you have a easier way how you will divide. Whenever the divide sign is mentioned here, you will do one thing. One divide is there, so you will convert this divide in a multiplication, and the whatever the next number is written, you will change it. It means the numerator will change in a denominator and denominator will change in numerator. So you can write in this way, numerator for denominator and denominator will change in a numerator. So 2 will multiply in a 2, 2 ones are, then 2 and 1. As you know, if the denominator having a 1, we will not assume it, this will be negligible, so you can remove this, so your answer will be 2. Now you can check 2 whole parts are here. Okay, if this here 1 upon 3, so 3 whole parts, 1 upon 4, so 4 whole parts. Clear? So points to remember, what the points need to remember, these are the basics points whatever you learned. Now we will talk about the decimals. Decimals is a representing of the decimal. If the 1 upon 10, it means that 10 lines are there and a one part is colored. 1 upon 10 is there, so it means 10 lines are there. Okay, 10 columns are there and a one column will be colored, so it is the representation of 0.1. Okay, you want to represent a 0.2, so how you will represent? You will color two parts, 1 and 2, so you will color two parts, or you can write in this way 2 upon 10 in this form. You want to write a 9 upon 10, so 9 upon 10 you can write in this way, 9 upon 10, so 0.9, 0.9, like this you can write. 9 upon 10 or 0.9 is there, so it means how many blocks you will color? You will color 9 blocks out of 10. Next is here representing of decimal, 0.1 into 0.1, and or you can say, you will mention or here, or here. Okay, the both are same, 0.1 and 0.1 you need to. So what you will do, if you don't know how you will multiply, so convert them. So you can write 0.1 in 1 upon 10, so next is 0. Also 1 upon 10, and you know how to multiply. Numerator will always multiply in a numerator, denominator will always multiply in a denominator, so it will be 1 upon 100. How many zeros are there? So yeah, two zeros are there, so how you will write this? You will write this, if the 1 upon 1000, 1 upon 100 is there, so how you will write? You will write, after decimal you will cover two numbers, but in a numerator you have only one, so you will increase 1 0 yourself and write 1. So after decimal, how many digits? 2 digits. How many zeros? 2 zeros. Number of digits and number of zeros will be equal. 2 digit, 2 0. 1 digit, 1 0. If you want to write 1 upon 10 in a decimal form, how you will write? 0.1. After decimal, 1 digit, so 1 0. So like this, you can multiply this one also. And this is the multiplication of the decimal. Okay. Whenever you will multiply by the 10, 100,000 in a decimal number, that time remember it, if you will want to multiply 0.02 multiply by 10, so what will be your product? So how many zeros are here? 1 0 is there. It means this decimal will be shift towards right hand side. So your answer will be 0.2. No need to write double 0.2. You will write 0.2. This will be your correct answer. Okay, in the next one more example I want to tell you here. 0.002 is here and you need to multiply by 100. Okay, how many zeros? 2 zeros are here. So it means decimal will shift right hand side 2 places. 1 place, 2 places. So your decimal will be here. It means 0.2. So your answer will be 0.2. In a multiplication, decimal always shifted towards right hand side, and you can check here towards right hand side in a multiplication, but when you will divide it, that time decimal will shift in left hand side. In a division, it will shift left hand side. Shift to the left side. Okay. If you want to multiply, divide 0.02 is there and divide by 10. So how you will write this answer? How many zeros? 1 0 is there, so this decimal will be shift here. It means you need to shift towards the left hand side. So your answer will be 0.002. I hope you will be understood about this. Next, division of the decimal by whole number. How you will multiply by whole number? You know, division always you will solve, you need to convert them. For example is here, so 6.4 is mentioned here. So first you need to solve this 6.4 in a, how after decimal, how many digits? 1 digit. So you will increase a 1 0 in a denominator. Okay, so 64 upon 10 you can write in this way, and the division sign you will convert in a multiplication, and the next number, this number will be changed in a numerator, will change in denominator, and denominator will change in numerator. So you will write 1 upon 4 form. Now numerator will multiply in a numerator, in a 1 will multiply in a 64, and 4 will multiply in 10. Like this you can multiply. Otherwise if any number is divisible, you can check here 4 and 64. 64 is divisible by 4, so you can solve here. So 4 ones are 4, and you will get 64 is also divisible, then you will get 16. Now you will solve it, so you will get 16 upon 10. How many zeros are here? 1 0. So you know, in a division, decimal will shift in left hand side, so your answer will be 1.6. For example, if 16 upon 100 will be here, so decimal will shift 2 places, so your answer will be 0.16. That will be your answer. So this is also same, and try to do the practice on the these type of the decimal, and these are the points to remember. Thank you.